So we are told here Daniel Motiso, the cost accountant of Abra Limited, feels that he's getting overworked and has recommended that a management accountant be employed to take up other responsibilities in the organization. However, the management of the company equally argues that the work is the same and that a decision to hire a management accountant is against their cost reduction policy. Required, in the light of the above statement, explain to the management three differences between management accounting and cost accounting to help them make a fair decision. So if you look at your course outline, it wants us to provide differences between management accounting and financial accounting, and then differences between management accounting and cost accounting. Yes, so I would want to see whether there is anybody who will be able to get any mark there for question number 4. What are the key differences between financial accounting and management accounting? I'm giving you 3 minutes. Try to think. Unfortunately, you can even Google. You can use whichever ways, so long as the question sticks in our mind. Differences between management accounting and cost accounting. Who can give us those differences? So there's nobody who is talking to me. No, I can see one chart up here. FA, not FA. Thanks, Sophia Rashid, but now this time around it's CA. CA versus MA. Lenny, yes, I'll give you all. This is your work. This is your material. These are your materials. I'll be able to give you all these questions and answers. Right, and you can see I began from far away, 2014, 2013. Yeah. Nobody has given me any answer so far. I'm waiting to see where there is one. Even if it's just one person, only be able to give me just one correct answer. I'll be so happy. So cost accounting deals with only monetary transactions, while management accounting deals with both monetary and non-monetary. This lady must be a genius. This is very correct. This is very correct. I love this. Why do I love this, ladies and gentlemen? This lady has been able to see something very important here that very few students will be able to see really. What she is telling me, which is so nice, is that cost accounting basically is that display, is this component of management accounting, it's part of management accounting. If we have here management accounting here, then we have what we call cost accounting here. Cost accounting there. So basically cost accounting is all about what here? It is all about monetizing. It's all about monetizing resources resources needed to produce a product or offer a service. So when you are monetizing, you want to produce, for example, a chair. You want to produce a chair. To produce this chair, we need timber. We need, in this case here, for example, labor. Timber over how much? For example, 10 shillings per feet or whatever number of feet. Now, labor, for example, we may need 5. So in this case here, 10 plus 5 gives us 15. So when we are doing cost ascertainment, when we are placing money for the resources that, ladies and gentlemen, we are requiring for purposes of producing what here, somebody, a particular product, then we are doing what we call costing. We are doing cost accounting. We are quantifying the resources that are needed. We are quantifying the resources that are needed for purposes of producing or offering a certain service, for purpose of producing a product or offering a certain service. How much do we need as a college to be able to teach you? Of course, we need resources like teachers. Teachers have to be paid salaries. So when I'm quantifying whatever resources that I need for me to be able to produce a particular product or provide a particular service, then, ladies and gentlemen, automatically I'll be having what we call cost accounting. Right. That's cost accounting. But you see now, management accounting is broader, is bigger than just what you're quantifying. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to listen and listen to me very well. Now, when you look at this, you are supposed to know that money is never everything in business. There are people who will be given like 100 million Kenya shillings, a lot of money. They pump it into a business, and then within no time, that business collapses simply because of what here, money can never be everything. Even in our real lives, money can never be everything. You could, in this case, if you're a lady, it's very easy for you to get married. You get married, ladies and gentlemen, here to a very rich man, but at the end of the day, every evening, you are ever crying. That reminds me, some time back here, somebody told me, Mwalimu, you know what? I would rather cry inside a Mercedes-Benz than laugh on a bicycle. On a bicycle. Ladies who are in this house, which one is it? Which one is better between the two? Laughing or crying? Crying with a very rich man, crying inside a Mercedes-Benz, or laughing on a bicycle? Which one is better? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Which one is better? Which one is better? Which one is better? Veronica says laughing, yes. I love that. I love that. Why? Because in most cases, ladies and gentlemen, crying could at times, not even at times, at the end of the day, somebody who keeps on beating you, you should never take it for granted. Somebody may easily kill you, right? You would rather have peace of mind so long as you're able to meet what you are basically. Peace of mind is so important. Don't just get hooked up to somebody so long as he's rich. And this a man, for example, comes every day in the house at 2 a.m. and tells you that, you know what, I don't eat cold food. You must start making my food now. So 2 a.m. again there, that is the time you're walking around with your sufriyas. No, you need your own peace. So the same case, ladies and gentlemen, the same case with management accounting. Management accounting believes that we need both monetary and the non-monetary aspects for you to grow. So management accounting basically will go beyond the money and look at what are these other aspects that are non-monetary, but they are very, very important. That is why management accounting uses what we call a balanced scorecard to appraise a business. Management accounting will be using a balanced scorecard. These are how a balanced scorecard looks like. Don't write anything. I'll give you these notes. Balanced scorecard. So the balanced scorecard tells you, hey, this business, we need to measure its financials. So in this case here, we have the financial perspective, right? Which is the cost accounting here, or the financial accounting, right? And then now we have these other quadrants, which are now what you're now monitoring. So like now here we have what we call the customer perspective, what we call the customer perspective, all right? Then we have the processes perspective, processes perspective, processes perspective. And then lastly here, we have what we call learning and what here, learning and innovation, learning and who? Learning and innovation. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that cost accounting is only here, right? Management accounting is broader. It tells us, ladies and gentlemen, management accounting, that if you want your business to do very well, you must ensure that in the customer perspective, there are four key things. Number one, in terms of the customer perspective, you must, ladies and gentlemen, be very good in acquiring customers. We call it customer acquisition. You must be very good in acquiring customers. Any organization that acquires customers drastically, normally, ladies and gentlemen, that's what here grows in all aspects. Look at Safaricom. Like I remember about 18 years ago when they had an initial public offering, they were telling us that, you know what, we only have 17,000 subscribers. 17,000 subscribers in the whole country. Now this thing is running to millions and millions. So they are very aggressively acquiring new customers. So you must be very good in terms of acquiring customers. Number two, you must be very good in satisfying customers. You must, ladies and gentlemen, be very good in ensuring that you have loyal. We call this one here loyalty. And then lastly, we have the concept of what here? The concept of awareness. Now, listen, you see, customer satisfaction is something that is non-monetary. You can't attach, you can't quantify and say that, you know what, my customers are satisfied 20 million Kenya shillings. It's not possible. Remember, in quantitative analysis last semester, you guys learned about what we call quantitative variables and qualitative variables. Qualitative variables are those variables that you cannot attach money to them. They're important, yes, but you can't attach money to them. A very good example of a qualitative variable, a variable that you cannot quantify, a variable that you can't attach money to, is female beauty. Female beauty, you can't quantify it. The moment you'll hear, for example, Mwalimu like this, Mwalimu has a very beautiful wife. But the moment you start hearing Mwalimu saying that my wife is beautiful 90%, know that I've gone mad. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a qualitative variable. A qualitative variable is a variable that if you give a person A to rate, person A will tell you even that lady is not even beautiful. Another person will see this lady to be beautiful, right? So in this case here, there is a lot of subjectivity. Listen and listen to me very well. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to management accounting, it's broader. It will be looking at, fine, money is there, but it goes beyond the monetary. And it says that there are things like customers. How have these customers been treated? This is non-monetary, but what are very important. I'm telling you, organizations that you are seeing out here really doing very well, going against all odds of even COVID-19, going against all odds of fuel prices being up there to post huge earnings. They are very sensitive on customers. Like, trust you me, if you look at, I normally do a few things for this company called EABL, East African Breweries. They make something very bad. Please never drink any product that comes from this company. You're going to destroy your life. But these guys are very good in terms of what here, searching for their customers. Very good, very good. Look at, for example, the kind of slogans they use. They know that I'm not, at my age, I'm not one of their targets. They know that even most of you here now are almost coming to your senses and realizing that beer is not good. So they're basically targeting who? The the secondary school kids. Look at all their marketing slogans. right? So they'll go and tell, in this case here, the entire public that if you want to stand tall, drink which beer? Is there somebody who watches advertisements here? If you want to stand tall, drink which beer? Somebody talk to me. Talk to me. Somebody, this is supposed to be a very engaging class because I'm also teaching you business. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. If you want to stand tall, drink which beer? Let me help you the first one. It should be Tusker. So you can imagine, of course, I know, like myself, I know I'm quite short. At about 5'7", I would have wanted to be 6. I would have wanted to be what here? 6 feet. But you see, I can't be. But you see now, I know there is nothing that I can drink for me to, not unless they introduce me to high-heeled shoes. I can't be any taller, right? But somebody who is from high school, and this person has always been seeing that he or she is a pygmy. And then here, day one of getting out of a high school, she gets, in this case, information regarding some uplifting in terms of a height, which is through Tusker. Chances are this guy will try that thing. And the moment to try, nowadays, Tusker and all those products of this company, ladies and gentlemen, they are quite good in terms of hooking you up. Once you try once, twice, thrice, you become, in this case, a useless person, will start getting you out there in the gutters. Right. So the thing is that they are very good in terms of acquiring new customers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you pass around, for example, you walk around Nairobi streets, I don't know how it is outside there, but when you walk around here, you really realize that Kenya has become a drinking nation. People are drinking alcohol as if they have been told that this world is coming to an end. I don't know whether it's Nairobi only or it's all over. Like I've seen a brother here from Southern Sudan. How is the alcohol consumption in whatever places you guys are coming from? How is the alcohol consumption in whatever place you guys are coming from? You guys are not talking to me. You're not talking to me. I'm not. I'm waiting in the charts. 50-50, then your country must be a little bit better. But even 50% is still so high. It means that alcohol producers are very good in terms of what you're acquiring customers, right? Right. And of course, they're using this one here. This one here is a very sensitive thing in management accounting. Management accounting, ladies and gentlemen, we must be very good at publicizing whatever that we do. Remember, in Kenya here, if ngong a ball, you are good in Kiswahili. In Kenya here, we normally say, chema chajiuza, kibaya chajitembeza. Hiyo ni uongo. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no way you can ever tell me that if something that you have is good, that it will easily sell itself out there. No. Nowadays, given the competition out there, we must be very good in terms of publicizing what you're doing in social media handles, all of them on televisions, on radios. We must be good. And that is what management accounting is telling you. Cost accounting is not really exposing you to these items here that can't be quantified. No. Now come here to processes. Process, of course, management accounting tells you this. You could think, ladies and gentlemen, that they do not have any monetary benefit. But management accounting tells you, hey, ensure that your processes are what here, they are automated. They are automated. If they are automated, automatically, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a lot of what here boosting in terms of your financials. Processes should be automated. The same case here with learning and innovation. It's quite non-monetary. You can't quantify, you can't tell that if I take these employees to this particular training school, I pay this money for them, the benefit that will accrue to the organization cannot be quantified. Why? Because at times you'll take these fellas, they come to RSM Online College, we teach them, and then they do what? As they finish the course, they tender the resignation. So you can't really be able to quantify this, but yet it is so important. It is so important. It is so important. So listen and listen to me very well. Anybody who asks you about differences between cost accounting and management accounting, forget about very many things, but never forget, ladies and gentlemen, that cost accounting is what? Cost accounting is what? Cost accounting, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't even talk about innovation. Innovation, if you are innovative, ladies and gentlemen, as an organization, like that's why I love management accounting. If you're very innovative as an organization, I mean, storms will be coming and you'll be left, in this case here, still floating up there. Like I remember, I don't like politics. There is a time the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga told his followers to resist. Is there anybody who was born by that time? When Raila said resist, is there anybody who was born and these guys, I could be dealing with very young people, right? They were there. Do you know what? When he said resist, companies like Tuzo, not Tuzo, but Uhuru Kenyatta's company, milk company, right? They were affected significantly. Those are some of the things in this case that led to who? Handshake. But do you know what? Safaricom was among those companies that Raila Amolo Odinga had called upon his followers to resist. During that same year, when Raila made an announcement, people to resist some companies, some of the companies that were mentioned here were drastically having their revenues going down, but Safaricom's revenue went up simply because of what here? Innovation. This is management accounting saying that organizations must be innovative. How could they resist? I remember even that time, Moses Kuria sent Raila himself M-Pesa. Unfortunately, it was something very significant, 5 shillings, right? And Raila received the money, right? So there is no way you could resist Safaricom because of innovation. Every other time, of course, you are putting off your phone a little bit, but you had to open because of the data. These guys are so innovative. They're always ahead of their competitors. They're ahead of competition. They're operating at what we call the blue ocean. Blue ocean basically is that area where it's beyond competition. Kiuka. It's beyond competition. So innovation is a very important aspect of what your management accounting, which cost accounting cannot be really factoring. Remember, innovation is all about producing new products every year. If you look at this bad company that would want you guys to put like 30 miles away, EABL, how would you rate EABL in terms of innovation? This company is extremely innovative. They keep on coming with new products often. Like I remember, they engaged my organization to do for them what we call agronomics. Agronomics, ladies and gentlemen, is the study of how a company's products can be refined to meet needs of some disadvantaged group. So if, for example, as a RCM online college, you developed a product that would be very well consumed by the blind, people are blind, and then they end up becoming great accountants, then the society out here will rate us very high. Why? Because of agronometry. Agronomics is the study of how a company's products here can be re-engineered to fit needs of some disadvantaged groups. Very important. I love this subject called management accounting. It has got a lot of realities. Like what I'm discussing here, you guys will be able to see this much later, how it's going to be weaving with our literature, right? So here, if I go back to my literature here, wanted to know how they would re-engineer their beer to suit needs of women. So first we did some kind of a survey. We went in this case to these good hotels with questionnaires. Anytime we could get a lady drinking, even if they're drinking just water, we could just put a questionnaire on their tables, and the questionnaire was quite an easy one. Why are you not patronizing EABL's products. Why not drinking EABL's products? And ladies were very categorical. They told us that, you know what, would have wanted really to try their drinks because of their good advertisements. But you know what? They are very bitter. And that is why from 2010, 2011, they started making quite sweet beers, right? Like what we call the famous what here? Is it Snap? Please never try those at home. I've told you, I do business with breweries, but I can't recommend any of their products. And remember, the moment you appreciate them very well, the better for you. You'll be able to run away from them because you'll know they're basically nothing, right? Now, again, something interesting here, after they started making these sweet bottles like the Snap, when we went back to do some survey, we realized that we had more men taking these sweet drinks than women, meaning that there were men who are suffering silently. There were men who are suffering what here? Silently. What am I talking about? I'm trying to bring home some very important difference between cost accounting and management accounting. And this is something I'll never forget, that management accounting is only what here? Monetary. If I was to draw this, management accounting, and then we have not management accounting, cost accounting, and then we have management accounting here. So cost accounting is only monetary, This is both monetary and what here? Non-monetary. Monetary and non-monetary. Very important difference. Very important difference. Any other difference that you guys will be able to raise for us? Let me give you a minute. Difference between CA and how I wish they could talk to me like now. Abracadabra, I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing them. I've lost all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, there are things I would want you to know. The answers are fortunately given here, which I would want you guys to look at later. The answers are given here. So we are told here, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Explain to the management 3 differences between management accounting and cost accounting to help them make a fair decision. So points of differences, cost accounting, management accounting. Now look at the objective. The main objective of cost account is to ascertain costs and control the costs. That is the main objective of cost accounting. It's cost ascertainment. The main objective of management accounting is to provide useful information to management for decision making. All right. Base is very important. It is based on both present and future recording transactions for cost ascertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about management accounting, you're looking at budgets. We want to inform, in this case here, what the management will be doing in the future. So it's concerned purely with the transactions relating to what here? The future. So management accounting is futuristic, whereas, ladies and gentlemen, cost accounting, of course, has got a present orientation with what here? Historical focus in most cases. The future will be quite small for cost accounting. Scope. Cost accounting has a narrow scope as it covers matters relating to ascertainment and control of cost. It has a wider scope, that is management accounting, in as much as it covers the areas of financial accounts, cost accounts, taxation. It has got quite a huge scope area because of the advisory. Utility, where do we use this? Cost account serves the needs of both internal management and external parties. Whereas here management accounting serves the needs of only internal management. Types of transactions. It deals only with monetary transactions, i.e. it covers only quantitative aspects, that is cost accounting. It deals with both monetary and non-monetary transactions. Monetary transactions, i.e. both quantitative, dealt with, and the qualitative aspects. You've already seen that. Observations. Cost accounts follow a definite principle for ascertaining cost and a format. Whereas, ladies and gentlemen, management accounts, it does not follow a definite principle, and instead, the data to be presented and format for recording depends on the need of what year management. It is the management that will decide. This shall be our format. This shall be our format. Ladies and gentlemen, amongst all these great points here, which point will you never forget? Which point will you never forget? Let me stop sharing. Don't bother yourself with writing. Don't bother yourself with writing. I would want you to simply just post amongst all those differences, which differences between CA and MA will you never forget? I'm waiting to hear from you. Now, please try to describe it. Try to describe it, Lenny. Try to describe it. Try to describe it. Try to describe it. Try to describe that one that you will never, ever forget. Aspect of monetary, I love that. Wider and narrow. CA is quite narrow scope, while MA has a wider scope. I love that. I love that. I love that. Great. 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 You guys are brilliant. Control aspect. Thank you very much, Agnes. That cost accounting basically is about cost ascertainment and cost control, whereas management accounting is about decision making. I love this. I love this. Cost accounting serves both internal and external, while MA is only serving internal management. I love that, Lenny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sophia Rashid, CA deals with both future and present, while MA deals with future transactions. This is great. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I would want you to, let's go to another question here. CA has specific format, yes, while MA has no format. It's management to decide. Thank you so much. Now, if you allow me, I'll go straight away to the first part. The first part, if you watched your videos very well, there is a place where we spoke about cost accounting. And please, I would always want you guys, whenever you finish watching your videos in the group, I would want you guys to be saying, I've finished. I've finished. Because you see, I'll be using these particular live sessions for purposes of covering past paper questions. I don't want to come here, ladies and gentlemen, to dictate notes to you. Would you want Mwalimu to be coming here to dictate notes? You know, you can, let's agree. Which format do you think is good? Do you think it'll be good for Mwalimu to come here? And then here now is where you would expect me to start giving you notes. Or we use what we call blended learning. And a blended learning, I give you videos in advance, you watch. When I come now here, of course, when you're watching those videos, you'll be able to take your own notes. So when I come here, ladies and gentlemen, it should be custom questions, answers, custom questions, answers. We shall be able to go very far that way. Yes, we shall be able, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like now here, of course, I know you've not watched these videos. Describe 4 shortcomings of cost accounting. I would want to see in this case here, your arguments here. I'm giving you 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you write the question down, describe 4 shortcomings of cost accounting, and then you try writing them down. Try giving us like 2. Why do you think in this case here is cost accounting so limited? Why is it so bad? Why can't we have our students just studying cost accounting alone? Why should we expose them to management accounting? Why should we have cost accounting just being mentioned in MA as a very small area? So I want to see you guys in your own books. You're writing something. After you write something, please take up your snapshots, take a photo, throw it straight away to our WhatsApp. So if I could share with you the answer, then we compare. This is how the answer looks like. You could also have your own answer. Shortcomings of cost accounting. It leads to duplication of work and it may be a burden to the organization. What you're saying here, especially financial accountants, ladies and gentlemen, financial accountants are also able to cost. They're able to do the management, they're able to do the cost accounting reconciliations. So when you tell us to employ a cost accounting, we can see a lot of duplicity, a lot of duplications. Gonna be costly. Now from there, we are told it's unsuitable for uniform application as each industry operates under unique circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, cost accounting is quite a bad area. If you're a cost accountant at EABL, who is costing brewery, who is costing brew, manufacturing of brew, when you come to RCM online college, you'll not be able to cost our product in the same way. So there are challenges. Why? Because the application of this cost accounting, ladies and gentlemen, is never ever uniform across industries. It is not cost effective. This is quite similar to the first point. It's not cost effective. Installation and operation of a cost accounting system requires a huge initial capital outlay. Like I work for a software company. During the day, I don't teach at RCM Online College. I work at one of the prestigious, one of the most prestigious software companies globally. It's called AARO. We are in 140 countries, and we've been able to put software, including cost accounting software, to very serious organizations. Trust you me. When we give you our system, cost accounting system, you'll give us 10 million Kenyan shillings, one-off figure, and then every year you'll be paying us a license fee of $1 million. It's very costly. Stereotyped and mechanical, since it involves filling in a large number of forms continuously, unless modern systems are installed. Of course, this is a point you cannot remember. That one, you leave it away. Excessive estimation because of the future. Cost computation involves a large number of conventional estimations, arbitrary allocation of joint costs. No costs are exact and may give a misleading picture of the organization. We need a lot of what here? Future estimations, like if it's labor, I would need this. When you reach that time, there is corona, you're not able to get, in this case here, what you wanted. So cost at the normal price. So ladies and gentlemen, most importantly is that it has a lot of estimates. These I'll remember. With a lot of estimations, then you'll not be able to what here, you'll not be able really to come up with a very exact figure. The other thing that these guys must have forgotten, shortcoming of cost accounting, it only considers monetary aspects. It only considers what here? Monetary aspects of a business. It considers monetary aspects only of a business. And yet we know that we have these qualitative factors that are still what here very important. Yes. So that's quite a significant point that I have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, the concept of it, considering only money, as if money is everything in life. No, money is never everything in life, right? And then we have, of course, as we shall be seeing later on, cost accounting, ladies and gentlemen, needs you to put targets in place. And these targets, if you put targets that are so high up there, then if your staff will not be able to meet them, it can easily demoralize staff. It can easily demoralize staff. It can easily demoralize what here? Staff. The staff will be demoralized. So which points, ladies and gentlemen, in this case here, will you guys not forget easily here? Which points will you guys not forget about shortcomings of cost accounting? There are those points I'll never forget. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, being what here? The one of money, monetary only, monetary aspects only. The second one is the concept of distorted figures. The figures that I'll provide as a cost accountant may not be reliable since I'm required to estimate quite a lot. And when I'm estimating, I may not be accurate. So distorted figures. Another point that I'll never forget is the concept of what here? It could act as a demotivator. Especially if we set targets, ladies and gentlemen, that are way up there. And these employees are not able to achieve them, then they shall be demotivated. I will remember the concept of costly. Costly. Installation of this software, cost accounting software, is quite what here? Is quite a costly affair, right? Even if I remember those ones alone, I think I will be doing very well. I'll be doing very well. I'll be doing very well. I'll be doing very well. I will be doing very well. Great. So are we together? Can I pick up another area? Can I pick up another area? Can I pick up another question? Can I pick up another question? I would want to hear from you. Yes, yes. So then I'll go to question number 5 very first. So question number 5 is here. Cost accounting is often described as the provision of information required by management for specific purposes. Quite misleading. Required, state 6 of these specific purposes. Basically, they want you to give them the applications of cost accounting. Where, in which areas, what are the uses of cost accounting? What are the uses of cost accounting? What are the uses of cost accounting? I remember cost ascertainment. I remember cost control. So many areas. So I'm giving you like 2 minutes to try thinking around, try thinking around. Great. These one they have really tried. No, they haven't answered. I saw chats there. Let me just read for you the answers in a way that you'll be able to remember them. So here we are. Specific purposes of information of cost accounting. The first one is ascertainment of cost of a product or what your services. Great. So we are saying here that, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, cost accounting will help us to ascertain the cost of a product that should go home without even any explanation. Number two is fixing of selling prices. Once you tell me that the cost is 10 shillings, I'll add my 2 shillings there as profit to get a selling price. Number three, measurement of efficiency. Cost accounting measures the efficiency of each product, process, or department by applying standard cost method. Because we shall be able to know that this product should cost us 10 shillings. So if it costs us 12, we'll straight away say that there is a problem. We have incurred more, we are not efficient, we're inefficient. Right? Then, of course, we have cost control. Cost control is all about cost minimization. Right? I'll skip one here. We go to performance evaluation. Because of the target setting, I'll be able to tell who has been able to attain which target and what should be blah, 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 blah. So performance evaluation is quite a good application of this subject of ours called cost accounting. It also aids in planning because cost accounting also talk about budgeting. Yes, remember cost accounting, ladies and gentlemen, is a component of management accounting. Is a component of management accounting. So automatically cost accounting will also be used for purpose of making what decisions. So when you talk of uses of cost accounting or purposes of cost accounting, which purposes will be able to come off your sleeves very first without you thinking too much? Cost accounting uses, is there somebody who can just mention them very fast, the ones that you'll never forget? The ones that you'll never forget, which ones in this case here will you never forget? Which ones will you never forget? Uses. Cost control purposes, I love that, Lenny. Yeah. Cost accounting is all about cost minimization. Sophia, decision making, thank you very much. Fixing of selling prices, thank you very much, Jerry Ndungu. They have forgotten everything. Aids in planning, I love this. Aids in planning, I love this. Performance evaluation, yes. Remember, like aiding planning for aiding planning. I can even talk of budgeting, right? Cost ascertainment. Thank you so much. You guys have been able to grasp this thing very well.